Braintree, England, 2002. Shooting pool is a regular pastime for these teenagers. 17-year-old Nicole Hollinshead keeps a close eye on the ball and on her boyfriend.
Trying.
Stephen Wood is 3 years older than Nicole, but she wears the pants in this relationship.
She was very much the boss, and he was the weaker one, and she was in charge.
Nicole meets Stephen in a most unconventional way.
She'd had sex with Stephen's father, and then she had sex with Stephen, which is a very unusual thing to happen.
Stephen is now her possession.
I need a drink.
I think Nicole was jealous of anybody who dared to threaten her power, really.
Lesbian lovers, 17-year-old Carrie Bauer and 18-year-old Emma Last are in awe of their tough friend.
Tar. Slag.
They were kind of lost souls, looking for a role model, looking for direction.
They seem to have been drawn to her strength.
Want me to get a little girl to help?
He's trying.
He's hopeless.
One friend who wishes Nicole could be a little softer is 17-year-old Deborah Karn.
She wouldn't hurt anybody. I've never ever known her to upset any friends or anything like that.
Deborah's mom, Heather Knight, and her sister, Rebecca, saw how Nicole treated her boyfriend.
Stephen, in my opinion, was like a puppet on a string.
She was constantly nagging at him, and I felt a little bit sorry for him.
I think I did say to Deborah at one point, why do you like this girl?
The trio hang out together.
It'll be dark before we get there.
Come on, we'll have fun.
Soon, Stephen is drawn to Deborah's kind nature.
You fixed it!
I think Deborah represented to Stephen a sort of an escape from the life he'd been living with Nicole.
You've done it again.
I don't want to do this anymore. Enough, Nicole. I've had it. It's over.
Stephen finally finds the courage to end the volatile relationship.
Who is she? I'll find out.
Hi. Where's Nicole?
Free from Nicole's shackles, Stephen turns to Deborah for comfort.
Honey, what happened?
I bet he's met someone.
Oh.
I don't know. But I will.
Angry Nicole vents to her friends, Emma Last and Carrie Bauer.
Carrie Bauer came from a broken home. She was separated from her mother.
Wouldn't want to be her.
Emma was very much an outsider. It was fair to say she had demons that haunted her.
Nicole's rage is contagious.
Carrie and Emma were really two lit fuses waiting to get off. They were a fight looking to happen, and Nicole provided them with that outlet.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, Mum, can Steve stay tonight? He's got nowhere to go.
Well, all right, but out here.
Thanks, Mum.
Thanks.
Tonight, Stephen has a safe haven.
Their friendship had obviously become very close.
But the next day, I remember saying to Deborah, because I felt it was my duty to, did anything happen? And she said, no, it did not, Mum.
When Nicole finds out where her ex-boyfriend's been sleeping, it lights a jealous fuse.
Nicole's the kind of person who needs to be the only one in a man's life.
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
It's Nicole. She thinks I slept with Steve.
When she found out Stephen spent the night with Deborah, it was a massive threat to her. And she was angry and jealous.
Nicole was bombarding Deborah with text messages of an abusive nature.
Oh, she's acting crazy. Give her a call.
She was quite confident that it would all be cleared up because she knew that she hadn't done anything anyway.
Nicole, what's wrong?
Sleep with Stephen.
Well, he came on to me, but nothing happened.
I do recall at some point Deborah and Nicole talking and trying to sort this mess out.
I reckon you're lying.
No, I'm not.
But Nicole has made up her mind.
You slag.
Deborah is guilty. And Stephen needs to be back where he belongs.
Unfortunately for him, it wasn't so easy for him to escape Nicole.
What Nicole wants, Nicole gets.
You know I love you, baby.
She wasn't content that she had her man back. She was obviously angry
You promised you didn't come on to her.
and remained unhappy.
What's wrong? Never happened.
Lying cow.
A teenager obsessed, Nicole turns to her loyal followers and her lover.
They were watching films, some of which were very violent.
That's what should happen to that bitch.
Good idea. Yeah.
And it was there that the seeds were sown. It was there that the plot was hatched to get revenge on Deborah.
You pick her up. Come, call her.
And we'll sort her out.
Stephen becomes the bait,
Oh, Deborah? Yes, Steve.
the trap for Deborah is set.
Look, I'd really like to get together with you.
I think Nicole targeted Deborah because she wanted her out of the picture, not Stephen out of the picture. Stephen was her patsy. She needed him.
Braintree, England, 2002. Nicole Hollinshead is in a jealous rage over her breakup with Stephen Wood. Their 17-year-old friend, Deborah Karn,
Oh, she's acting crazy.
is caught in the middle. Determined to make things right, Deborah agrees to meet Stephen.
It's bad news. I'm begging you, don't go.
Don't worry, Mum. I just want
And I said to Deborah, I don't really want you to go. She said, well, I need to, Mum, because we need to get this sorted.
Don't worry. I'll be back soon.
I said to her, I love you. She said, I love you too, Mum. And that was when she walked out the door.
The plot was hatched that Stephen would drive Emma and Kerry out and then bring Deborah out at a later stage under the pretext of spending time with her.
He could have stopped at any point, but his role in getting Deborah out of the house was pivotal to Deborah's demise.
July 28th, 2002. Trusting Deborah is driven to her last stop.
Emma Last and Kerry Bauer lay in wait for the ambush.
The only person missing is the puppet master herself.
Nicole was a maestro at getting her little band of misfits to play the music of murder.
Kerry and Emma have never met Deborah. They take Nicole's word that she deserves to be punished.
I've gone over and over in my head as to how she could have even comprehended this because she didn't know these people.
And Stephen was sitting in his car, watching. He just sat there.
They punched and kicked her, and they held her down and asphyxiated her.
I can't imagine the pain that she went through and how scared and how frightened she would have been.
The teens leave the worst to last.
Then Emma encourages Kerry to chuck petrol over her.
Get out of the way! All over! God, no! Coroner!
She went, oh my God. She knew what the smell was.
It was Emma who then set light to Deborah.
To just do that to a little girl of only 17 is just so not right. They just took her away from me without a thought, out of care, nothing.
It doesn't take long for the police to identify the suspects.
The last person Deborah had been seen with was Stephen Wood, and he was spoken to, and then he obviously gave information as to who else had been involved, and the murder investigation grew from there.
Fortunately for society, these killers, not so bright, and they were caught very quickly.
In April 2004, Emma Last and Kerry Bauer are sentenced to life for Deborah's murder. Both will serve a minimum of 17 years behind bars. Stephen Wood is found guilty of manslaughter and sentenced to 8 years in prison. The ringleader, Nicole Hollinshead, is acquitted of murder but found guilty of conspiracy to inflict grievous bodily harm. She is sentenced to 5 years and is now free.
I think Nicole and Stephen should have got the most. Because at the moment, them two are walking around, whether they're miserable or what, but they're alive and they're out in the world. And my Deborah's not.
Teenage relationships are frequently volatile, explosive, and roller coasters. That's part of growing up. But this one went way too far and ended in murder.
In 1990, Salem, Oregon.
To kill. No, it's two.
29-year-old Tracy Lee Poirier is celebrating.
Make him cheeky, you know what I mean?
Real cheeky.
Tonight, she toasts freedom.
Tracy had just been released from a women's correctional facility in Salem.
Oh, damn, that's good. Yeah, keep him coming.
She had been there incarcerated for 2 years prior for burglary of a car.
Hey, I'm used to that.
But old habits die hard.
As soon as she got out of the facility, she immediately stole another car.
You get a cute haircut.
And happened to run into a friend that she knew from the past, Tamara Upton.
Tracy's old acquaintance, 27-year-old Tamara, seems happy to see her. Tracy has a strong need to be in control because for a long time, she never was.
You're weak! That's what you are! You're weak!
Growing up in the 1960s in Cicero, Illinois, 5-year-old Tracy is scared most of the time.
She didn't grow up with a very good role model in the home.
Her mother was an alcoholic. Her mother's boyfriend abused Tracy as well as her mother.
Tracy's first memory of men is one of abuse. As a child, she's powerless.
Her path was determined, and it wasn't going to be good.
As she grows, Tracy finds a way to gain control by taking what she wants when she wants it.
Tracy was in and out of the juvenile justice system, and she did have a history for stealing cars and petty crimes.
Tamara, by contrast, is more reactionary. She too has an abusive upbringing, but develops her own way to deal with fear, violence.
Tamara had a habit of abusing people physically that caused her to feel angry or jealous. And almost anything caused her to feel angry or jealous.
But tonight, there's no jealousy. This duo just wants to have fun. And Tracy has the perfect plan. A road trip.
Tracy told Tamara that she had just stolen a car. So as soon after that, they started their 130-mile trek to Roseburg.
The small town of Roseburg, Oregon, is host to another traveler that day.
Don't worry, you look fine. Just keep looking at the camera, just keep your hair back.
Portrait photographer, 34-year-old Donald Fish.
He had just worked in a neighboring town and was to spend about 2 weeks here in Roseburg selling those portraits.
Although small in stature, Donald is big in character.
Okay, smile. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, maybe flip the hair to the side. That's beautiful.
His family and his friends found him very, very inspirational. He did not let his size get in the way of his relationships with other folks.
Maybe blow kids.
On July 3rd, 1990, all three travelers cross paths in a local bar. She enjoys playing men, too, for drinks and money.
Sex was a way to pass the time for these two women, whether it was with each other or entertaining two men or ripping someone off. Sex was a part of it.
While sizing up various prey around the bar, one customer gets their attention.
Donald was basically playing the pool shark. He was schmoozing and winning at pool games and cleaning up money-wise. The girls noticed this and noticed his size, of course, and decided that he would make a good target for robbery.
Donald feels he's on a winning streak.
You around?
Sure.
On and off the table.
Cheers.
But with Tracy and Tamara, he's in double trouble.
Oh, that's good.
If you're in a bar and two women seem exceedingly interested in you, it might not be your charm. It might be your wallet. Beware.
On July 3rd, 1990, in a bar in Roseburg, Oregon, pool shark Donald Fish is stinging patrons on the table. He's cleaning up. Now it's his turn to be stung.
Did you hear that, Tamara? He takes pictures. That's lovely.
The women were flirting with Donald in the bar. They were drinking drinks, playing pool.
29-year-old Tracy Lee Poirier and 27-year-old Tamara Upton plan to take Donald for all he's got, if they can lure him from the bar.
Because he was a small man, he was easy to target.
Sounds good to me.
Eventually, the girls invited Donald out to continue with the flirting. At least that's what Donald thought.
Friends.
Really?
See you hot girls.
Once alone in Tracy's stolen car, the mood starts to change. The girls go in for the kill.
Tamara took out a kitchen knife and showed it to Donald and made the statement of,
I love blood.
Tamara shoved the knife up his nose and split his nose open, cut it open.
Please.
The attack is quick and brutal.
I'm begging you. Please let me go.
Tamara picked up rocks from the riverbed and started striking Donald on the head.
He did not have a chance at all of fighting these women off.
With his arms and legs being so short, he couldn't raise his arms high enough to protect his head.
He was easy prey. He was smaller and weaker. Hungry lions on the Serengeti do it all the time.
Let's get his cash.
Tamara and Tracy take Donald's money. But that's about as far as they have planned.
They placed Donald in the trunk of the car and then drove to a local gas station while they were trying to figure out what to do with him. We have reason to believe that he was probably dead at that time.
Eventually, they decide on the river.
He was dragged about 20 feet to where his body finally rested.
Here, they can be certain their victim is dead.
Wait.
Tamara actually stood on his head to make sure that he was dead. It was very brutal.
Back on the road, the cashed-up women continue their Thelma and Louise adventure until some bad driving slows them down.
Tracy and Tamara were stopped by the Oregon State Police. The state trooper saw them commit a traffic infraction.
A license plate check reveals the car is stolen, and cops find something else.
They found blood in the trunk.
At the same time, 20 miles away, Donald's body is found on the water's edge.
Someone had told the police that they had seen the ladies playing pool with Donald in the tavern, that they were drinking and flirting, and that's how they got their first lead.
The pair is arrested. Prime suspects in the murder of Donald Fish. Tracy and Tamara make the police work even easier.
They made plenty of admissions to their cellmates about what had happened down on the riverbank.
By saying the things that they said, the ladies gave themselves away.
On July 22nd, 1991, Tracy Lee Poirier is condemned to life. No possibility of parole. For murder, kidnapping, and robbery. 4 months later, Tamara Upton also receives life without parole. Few can believe such a defenseless man is brutally killed for petty cash.
Tracy and Tamara didn't have to kill Donald to take his money. They could have simply taken it and left town.
Some think robbery isn't the real reason for murdering Donald Fish. It is 2 damaged lives brought together by chance.
I don't believe the crime would have happened if these 2 women had not crossed paths. The chemistry, the personalities were such that they just created this evilness together.
Tracy was always looking for trouble, and she found it.
When a woman is addicted to control and power,
the torture activity escalates.
Stay out of her way.
Bloody thief!
His body was a roadmap of torture, abuse, and neglect.
Hello.
In 2005, 31-year-old Andrew Gardner can't believe his luck when he meets 23-year-old Claire Nichols.
Come closer.
The couple quickly moves in together and settles in the tiny industrial town of Chilton in the north of England. Andrew becomes an instant father to Claire's 3 children from previous relationships.
Andrew took to fatherhood very well. He would look after them, he would take turns and help them to wash, take them to school and play with them.
Andrew is soon to be a father in his own right. Claire is expecting their baby. But it doesn't seem to bring her any joy.
What'd you do that for?
I told you to clean the floor.
I did.
Well, it's not good enough.
It's never good enough.
Claire had a violent temper. She could spark at any time. It took very little to provoke her.
Scrub it!
A simple man with a below-average IQ, Andrew is no match for Claire.
Scrub it.
Andrew was vulnerable and would be considered a vulnerable adult.
Get that sport!
Andy was known to be a sweet, nice guy.
Don't make me tell you again, okay?
He never stood up for himself.
Andrew isn't the only man Claire dominates in the home. Her younger brother, Simon,
What about those ones?
Give it a break.
Oi, oi! Gotta earn a keep, boy.
Must also obey her rules.
Claire would take anyone into her group, into her home, that would do what she said. It was that simple.
Nobody would do anything in the house unless she was asked and gave permission to do so.
Is it okay if I go and visit my mum this weekend?
No way.
I haven't seen her in ages. Val!
Dad, as well as Dom.
What are you doing that for? Look, Claire, I'm going. Val!
No, you're not.
Proud new dad, Andrew, isn't even allowed to take their baby to meet his family.
I think Andrew would have been very, very isolated. And he had no family, no friends, no social network whatsoever in Chiltern.
That was nothing.
I think Claire would have resented Andrew being in touch with anybody apart from herself.
By January 2009, Andrew is hardly leaving the house.
She allowed him to leave her house to go down to the end of the street to the school gates.
Playing dad is the highlight of Andrew's day.
Look after your brother, too, huh?
Make sure he doesn't get into any trouble.
But his devotion will come at a cost that will stun this quiet English town.
A sadist always needs one victim in their life that they can play with.
Chiltern, Northern England, 2009. To the outside world,
You excited?
Claire Nichols is a caring mother of 4 children. No one knows what's happening inside her house.
Claire made all the household decisions. What to eat, where to shop, who was flavour of the month.
Quit staring at us, you lazy dog.
Come on, Claire. I'm starving.
Claire's need for control becomes something more.
No!
She starts depriving Andrew of the most basic of needs, food.
Andrew wasn't allowed to eat unless Claire told him that he could eat.
Claire would describe Andrew as useless and worthless and a drain on the household budget.
Andy was chosen to be victimized by Claire because he didn't stand up for himself.
If Andrew dares to protest, her brother Simon deals with him swiftly.
Give him another one.
She was the ringleader, and she got other people to join in her horrible, horrible activities.
Claire had a power over vulnerable, weak people of low intelligence.
35-year-old Andrew is reduced to stealing food in his own home.
You bloody thief!
The abuse would drive most people out of the house, but Andrew won't leave the child he cherishes more than anything in the world.
Dirty sod.
He didn't want to leave because that would have meant leaving his daughter. And I think that his daughter was the one thing that kept him going.
Steal from me again and I won't just cut off your pockets.
As the weeks go on, Claire adds salt to the wounds. She invites her ex-lover to move in. 44-year-old Stephen Martin has an IQ of just 59, exactly her type.
Andy, look who it is. He's the trouble I've been talking to you about.
Is it?
Stephen was, again, somebody who was certainly manipulated by Claire.
Claire now has 2 thugs to do her bidding.
I hear you've been a bad boy.
See, Andy, this is a real man.
We're gonna have some fun with him, eh?
The abuse becomes more sadistic.
Torturing Andy?
See this, Andy?
was sexually arousing for her. She would have sex with her new boyfriend right next to where Andy was lying. This was her form of humiliation.
No one in the quiet village has any idea that Andrew is a tortured prisoner. There are no more walks with the children. He is barely able to move. He clings to life and hope.
I believe Andrew wanted to live.
The game is over. Andrew is dead. Now the torturers have to explain a body. They call the paramedics and spin a yarn.
Oh, Andy. Poor Andy.
Simon, Stephen, and Claire have obviously got their heads together. They've obviously tried to concoct some sort of cover story.
They claim Andrew staggered home after being mugged.
He said he was attacked at the pub.
Yeah, he said they mugged him.
He had bruising, he had cuts to his face. The extent of the injuries, both externally and internally, was well over 100 injuries.
Is he dead?
This would have taken extreme force, repetitive injury, and great determination. This was the intent to kill him.
Andrew's crippled body points to murder.
His injuries were certainly not consistent with being attacked outside because they were so bad he couldn't have possibly walked anywhere.
His body was a roadmap of torture, abuse, and neglect.
Claire was probably arrogant enough to think that the ridiculous story they told the ER workers would suffice. Fortunately, she was wrong.
All three are arrested and in January 2010, convicted of murder. Simon Nichols receives a minimum of 25 years. Steve Martin, 20 years. Ringleader Claire Nichols is sentenced to life with a minimum term of 32 years.
Oh, Claire's undoubtedly evil. Undeniably. Don't think anybody could say anything else.
We were never able to establish a motive as to why they inflicted such abuse onto Andrew.
Claire always wanted control of the men in her life, to do her bidding and to be her sadistic playthings.
Claire Nichols' thoughts were as deformed and as malevolent as the injuries she placed on Andrew's body.
Claire was probably born with some very unfortunate DNA that grew into being a full-blown sadist.